Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the Peter Plan, playing as King Arthur of Avalon, King Arthur Pendragon with his daughter and heir, Guinevere, without a weird song. Yes, if you have given me any advice in the last episode, so sorry I haven't seen it yet because I found it on myself, looked a little bit up on the internet and managed to modify my save game file in order to get rid of that little thing. Don't worry, it's the only thing I've done, but I just really wanted to get rid of that. And we are in peace right now. I don't really want to attack Yon right now because I'm kind of thinking like, don't want to lose the troops. I want to attack for Overlook. That is what I want to do. So I'm kind of waiting out until my peacetime expires with them in 2 years. In the meantime, I am going to build up my fleet even more. I've already, asked for Escher fighters to come in and they have joined. Then you can ask, of course, but Peter Plan, why would you want even, why not attack, okay, I should re-establish, get on my thoughts, and talk. So why do I, really want Overlook? Well, I want to have this system also entirely under control, and that is more or less what I want to do. I want to do it more or less with this entire fleet. The fact of the matter is that, they are a little bit in trouble, the New Frontier. They already are fighting a war, or actually defending against war against Pirate Queen Koau, the Black Tiger, and the Witch Head. The Witch Head is slowly trying to take back what is theirs, pushing out the enemies, because they are also attacking on this side. Yes, indeed, or better say, not they themselves, but this man is attacking. Yes, indeed. The Witch Head, the Nebula, is trying to become completely independent, so to speak. I wonder if they will succeed. Currently, the Terran Republic, which has, by the way, changed its namesake again, how it looks, which makes me wonder if they have recaptured something yet again. Let me see here. Ended with a white piece against this person. Alright, this person wanted to get free. Please do so. They already have the Orient Reach, and more of the Orient Reach is falling under the control of the Terran Republic, and it should not be theirs, but it is. Can't really do something about that. They are so super ass big, it is really difficult. Ooh, another girl was born. Now we have Charles, and now we have Catherine. With a K instead of a C. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. And my other daughter still has but one child, but she's also quite up in the age right about now. By the way, I also learned that cannot do that, daughter, because it's not in my court, of course. If I would tell this boy to get the DNA decision, that's not DNA like I thought for cloning, that is for getting them a direct neural interface. That's why it's DNI, not DNA. I thought it was a misspelling, but it isn't. That has to do with this. Then I wonder if the mod makers could not for some way finagle on that you could get it from your parent that died, but perhaps that is too difficult to code. But that is, of course, always where the futuristic type of Jurassic Park elements come from genetic cloning. Now, I am actually a geneticist, and it's going from getting DNA from a dinosaur. Trust me, nucleases, which break down nuclei, hence if there's AZ behind it, it breaks down what stands in front of it. They will have broken down that completely. There will be nothing left, but nonetheless, from a parent that just died, that should be quite capable of getting DNA from that, but perhaps when they die or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, this Duchess of Jefferson is still trying to consolidate more power. You're too old, lady. I think your musings won't really help a lot, because I don't want to be very unkind, but you will die without any heir, so it will go back to the throne. Which may actually then be something that I may give Catherine now, I realize. Have Catherine stay there on the outer border here in Jefferson, and this is also becoming Pendragon, so may not be bad. Then again, Unless my daughter dies before he dies, and that is quite possible, and he will get a new child before that, if, and I assuming that they are Ultima Congenitor. Hold on. They are Ultima Congenitor? First finish first. Yes, they are. So that could prove that this goes away from Pendragon nonetheless. Your grandson Charles has been growing more cautious and conservative lately. Today, when you told him that you were going to the park, you thought he would be excited, but instead he insisted that he just wanted to stay home. We could either make him curious or we could make him cautious. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. He may have his true intrigue and less learning. Charles Pendragon. Cautious man. So when does our peace actually end? I actually don't know. Let me see here. Yeah, the Star System Miracle. Sorry we took that away from you, darling. We actually burned also one of our trade posts down. Oh, off camera. In the February of 56. Should not be too far away from now. How is your war going actually on the other front? Whoa! There it is! There is the sector of Jefferson! Just as I was talking about it. Jefferson has died. Well, I think this is an excellent opportunity to say Grand Landed Land, Star System of Jefferson, to you, and I grant you the landed title of the sector of Jefferson. Pendragons, to rule forever. I hope that because you are of a family that you will be capable of not losing your ideology and what have you not. Duchess Catherine II of Jefferson. Yes, there was a Catherine. I was looking at it. The original, one of the original presidents for the New Frontier. Interesting. But it is the first Pendragon to rule here. It does mean, however, that I cannot educate her daughter. Also interesting to note, it is agnatic gavel kind, so males only, and it is gavel kind. But we'll see. They might change that. Spreading throughout the population. That's not very good. By the way, she changed the tax. Perhaps we should consider changing taxes around. We could go to a higher military budget because, well, we get then more vassal tax income, but do we have... Well, our income is fine enough as it is, so I don't really feel like that. I don't want to annoy the burgher vassals much. I don't see what the use of that is. No, leave it be. You know what we could do? We could create the Aura of Avalon. 200 prestige and 200 gold. I assume that the Aura of Avalon is a military government, yeah. But that is a titular title. Now you could give that to one of these persons. You know, keep them, because he's also a military man. He is a really good military man, I just now noticed. A lot better than this guy. Oof, I'm sorry, my man. And for that, we are actually going to create the Order of the Avalon. Now we have too many titles, I am well aware. And we grant you the landed title of the Order of Avalon. There you go, my man. And for some reason that has made me the heir. Because that's a magnetic appointment. Alright, well, this title was destroyed first before, but now it hasn't. And he has become almost on a military command. This is not a proper state at all, but a command of the national military. Such military commands are strictly subordinate to their issuing authority and are responsible for prosecuting wars against enemies of the state. Ah, he might actually declare wars separately of me, constantly like I've been declared upon, but that will be difficult for him. He doesn't have that much fleet. Perhaps I should have given that to a duke. That is unfortunate. It used to lie, I think, with either the Firestones or the original dukes up here in the Blackburn, my original tutor, but... well, we have given it here to the Fleet Admiral Andrew of the Order of the Avalon. And we will see what will happen with the title. Part of this series is, of course, also just watching and learning of the mod before you play it, and make sure that you can beat me and do so much better. Moral 40 -3 is currently happening to us, instead of -4. Alright, now you want extra income. I will give you a little bit, but not a lot. So now we should be able to declare war again upon the new frontier. We would like the de jure claim on this system. What is your heir, by the way? This boy, Robert Davis. Not a very strong particular boy. How is your war doing, by the way? 93% in their favor. I think that means they have almost no army. I say we are going to attack. Oh! Didn't notice that we had a fleet right on top of us. I am in dire need of additional funds. You would send me a small contribution. I would be happy to repay a favor at a later date. Okay, if you will pay me back later, that is fine. Well, there you go. It's interesting, they already have deep... And now we have -2 happened to us. Okay, we have gained some moral authority. I don't know why, but it happened. I wonder why this is. Like, if he's now going to declare... Oh, I think that war ended. Yes, Whitehead has now expanded the core of Whitehead. So now it means that only this thing, Whitehead 998 star system, is of the new frontier. And they can now focus on the war against us. Fleet Admiral Linda of the new frontier. Yo, could we do that also for you? Yes, we could. Now we have the ability to say also other people like, hey, declare war upon them. Separately. But I'm not sure if I want that. I'm not sure if I want that. By the way. You stand over there. That does mean that our fleet should be impacted by it. Yes, as post-traumatic stress syndrome. What? That's not very good. I guess my daughter is going to lead. Oh, he just got an older portrait. Alright, well, we don't have super generals, but let's hope some use will be here. As the new frontier flows some fleet towards us. And who knows what they have on these deep space fleets. These 8 galleys. Actually, they're attacking over here. Against a few destroyers of Winterstar. And their Winterstar's 6 destroyers is doing business. Against, what is this? 7 fighters, 1 bomber, and 17 TT. Transport troops. Troop transports, I should say. And there is the 270 of the additional war that has been declared upon us. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to tell command to attack right now. Not sure if that is useful. Like, what does it do? It's just an operation. They don't really bringing extra land or what have you. You are just going to go there and do very little, so I say we're going to go to your capital. There is Charles again. He's disciplined, of course. We've always... I am a disciplined man, and your mother is a disciplined man, so I will give that despite the fact of the -20% fertility. Of course, in this game you can just clone and be done with it, so it should be less of a problem, but still. Spreading throughout the population again. I have hit that 25% chance a little bit too often. Oh. The Witchhead is declaring war upon us. Okay. we are getting a lot of declarations upon us. And the Witch Hat has nothing to do with... He is totally independent. No, he's actually not. Ah, he must be one of these two systems. Right. Okay, no problem, no problem. We have a lot of wars declared upon us, but I think we can manage. Actually, I'm kinda now keen on doing this. Have whatever little bit fleet they have destroyed, and have perhaps take out this operation, because if we are able to take out this operation, we will gain a lot of prestige, and we know that they tend to get assigned immediately again to the operation, and then they will almost auto, well, peace out, if you will. They are arriving in the Deadwood on the 1st of February. Hold on then. Now they can't block out because it's not a U4. You can only do it one day ahead. Oh, they're going to Deadwood. Whoops. My mistake. Again, you ask for money? Well, a little bit then, but not a lot. 22nd of March, 16th of March, we will arrive soon. You ask me again for calling into your war. You constantly ask me to come to your wars. You have a lot of wars going on. So, let's see. Voila, that is the operation against us. 75% in our favor. But you're not willing yet to peace out. Alright. We will see about that. We will see about that. So she has a civil war going on, right? This little area. Sorry about the framiness. Don't know why. Should all run fine and dandy. I do like the fact that we now have Avalon over here. For some reason, Camelot being the Order of Avalon, it feels right and proper. And Merlin, well, Merlin is also, of course, always very independent. So, you know, this was the former Duke, right? Who took it over? Oh dear, Blackburns, and there are two Blackburn guys. Also, what? Strong, agile, and attractive. Holy shit, this guy is good. Wow. Quick and agile. I think I'm gonna let it go. Which may not be wise now for the moral authority. Yeah, that's probably successful unjustified coup. Actually, perhaps that is better now that I've allowed the coup, because that is perhaps foiled coup, assisted sector governments. There are so many modifiers here that I don't know where they're all coming from, what they mean. You've been spending a lot of time in the company of Emma lately. You're starting to think that you might be developing romantic feelings for her. Oh, it's not appropriate. She's a low-born and don't have enough sons of this. Oh, moral authority -3. That might have actually contributed to that happening. Oh, and there's a little bit more fleet. In that case, when are you arriving? On the 30th of August, and we can't summon them there for problems, but we can summon 221 fighters over here. The suppression in the Golden Road system is finally coming to an end, and the economical situation in its usual state. Alright. Contract cybernetic virus. How can a virus be also cybernetic? Is it cybernetically enhanced? Well, they haven't made a placeholder for it. Like in the form of... they're holding just there. That's fine. We captured a little thing of the Republic, not that it really matters, but there we go. Yeah, vassals levies raised too long. By my daughter, who loves me. I'm not a really Republic. That is... Ooh. There is our first event for Guinevere herself. Your daughter Guinevere is growing quite cold, even cruel. She's uncooperative, and you've even heard that she's been bullying the other children. Oh, persuade her to be kinder. 20% chance he gains friendly, 50% chance he stays cold. Wow. But Punisher for misbehavior is 40% chance to gain friendly and 10% gains neurotic. We're going to Punisher. He's still as ruthless as ever. Woof. Martial, +2 intrigue, minus diplomacy. And naturally that is not considered very popular among the general public. -10. Guinevere, that is not what I hoped you to become, but I guess I cannot do anything to change that right now. Oh, I know there's a fleet going there, 300 ships. That's significant enough to perhaps gain that sector back. If they would start and siege it. So that is something to note. I do like it to see here all my ships full. Yeah, they're coming around. How many do you have there? You have only 2 destroyers. And mainly troop transports. Too bad I let the troops of my daughter go. I am going to continue sieging here. I think that is wise. As we call up a few extra people and even some of my own troops. In order to, well, get a little bit of a fleet together to punish these guys. You asked for a lot of money, Fleet Admiral, I must say. Okay, we've got Franklin Prime under our control. I say we're moving into Delphi. Actually, they're sending yet another few people for operation from the Miracle system. So I say we're moving there. Don't worry, we will dislodge them over here, but that will come a little later. Luckily, the wall score doesn't totally get reset when a system is taken, it just looks at the time. At least, that was the case until very recently, so I assume that's still the case. Oh, well, they're starting to get actually a bit of a fleet there. That is not good. I guess we're going to have to turn this fleet around. Oh well. Guess this war will not end in this episode. That's an impossibility this time around. Yeah, they're taking back the system. That is not handy. Yeah, we always want the tech points. Tech points are good. The other ones are military tech points, but you have enough events that already gain you military tech points, in my opinion. And I'm quite cool with it. I think it's time to advance in military might. We will catch you. Very good. You are dead. That's at least a little bit of fleet taken out and taken care of. There's a new present. The Grand Admiral Arcadi of Nova Edom. And how are we allied to you? Because Argon's son, father-in-law even. Very interesting, father-in-law. I'll accept. And we are going to fight. Two destroyers. How many destroyers do we have in here? 35, if I look at this correctly? That should be good. They are already retaking this. With 37 ships, you're flipping me. Alright, return. Well, at least they got chased off and didn't dare to do anything. That means our fleet is indeed stronger than they dare an attack. Odin Darwin gets Odin Beta Test. +5 Marshall. Thank you. Apparently a placeholder text that hasn't been completely worked out yet, but nonetheless we did gain +5 Marshall, did we? Yes, we did. How nice. And we also gain a lot of money as of late, as we have allowed a lot of people to pass through if they paid a toll. There's Guinevere again. Disciplines. Yes, we will give her that, even if it is carefree. No. We don't want her to have minus stewardship. Unfortunately, minus 20% fertility. That's a bit of an annoying, but yeah. Well, the mine doesn't need revolution. Voila, more tech points. Could we, bank those tech points and get a little bit of a tech upgrade, I wonder? And that should be the last thing we do in this episode, as we continue to wage our war against the new frontier technology. Yes, we can. Cybernetics. That's just probably new character options. Galleys, tunneler factory. Yeah, that is for deep space thing. Xenobiology. Oh, that is for the harsh environment. Yes, we want that. Economic policies. I would like more tax. I know that there's a lot of things, but now that we can do that immediately, let's not. And with that say, we end the episode. I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.